I'm 5.5 months post-op, and I just went out and blew a lot of money on this CICA-CARE Scar Treatment. It's these silicone gel strips, and they're actually quite fun. They're like these little see-through squishy things, and you get one sheet, and that's all you get. And you know, initially I said I wasn't going to use these. It was 80 bucks for one sheet. I went out and bought that anal lube that was silicone based, and I was going to use that. But the problem with the lube, which I actually have right here, Lifestyles Lux, is you put it on and it rubs off on your clothes. So I've been using it at night, and I've been waking up and my scars have been really soft and nice. But it's not really good for the daytime. So I've been using that tape that you see in a lot of my previous videos that Andy gave me. The problem is, I mean, Andy said that I could stop using it. Also, it's quite dry in Australia, and they kind of need to stay a bit moist, I guess. Not at the very start. At the very start, dry is good because it heals better. But then once it's kind of all settled, keeping it moist, especially using silicone, is really great. Apparently silicone's brilliant and no one knows why, but hey, I kind of wish that I'd gotten it earlier now, because I feel like I probably could have started it maybe at 4 months, even 3.5, and still be fine. But we'll see if it does anything. So these are my scars at the moment at 5.5 months. And maybe we'll do a comparison in a couple months. I mean, see, the scars are going to be fading anyway, so you can never tell if it's due to the care or what. So these are actually reusable. So I can use a single piece for up to 28 days, so about a month. And what you do is every night and every morning, I haven't done this yet, I just bought this, I've just been reading the instructions. Every night and every morning, you wash the CICA-CARE in mild, non-oily soap solution, and then rinse in clean warm water. Then you pat dry and reapply. I'm gonna cut it to my scar. I think this one, because it goes straight along and then up, I'll probably need to either do 2 pieces or just stop here. I might even just stop there. It's just this side is my thickest scar, so I don't want to make it too small. Yeah, this one sheet should last me 2 months. If these pieces I can wash and reuse for up to 28 days. And then I just store the rest in the container that it came with. It also says that they should be self-adhesive, but if it's somewhere with a lot of movement, so possibly these bits, it might come off. That's what I'm really worried about. I'm going out clubbing tonight with some friends down at the Greyhound, if anyone's Melbourne based, and you know, I'm worried that like all the dancing and the sweat will make them fall off, and this is like $40 worth of sticky gel stuff. But the instructions say that you can use that other tape over the top of it. So I suppose I'll just have to be really careful and aware. Maybe towards the end of the month it'll start losing its stick, and I might have to use that tape. I just don't know if you tape over it how it's going to come off, because it's quite sticky and so is that tape. I don't want it getting stuck, or will I have to like tape extra over every time? Who knows? So then, anyway, you get the bit. Oh no. The bits. And you take the sticky off. I'm gonna have these little fluff bits all over my bed. And the other sticky off. And then you just... I really should do this in a mirror, to be honest. And here we go, I guess. That's a bit long. Is it good? Oh no, I don't know. I don't know enough about this system. What if I take it off again? Have I... Is that one use? Did I just waste a day? I don't know. Ta-da! It feels like it's not going anywhere. It's really funny, so much anticipation cutting into this because it costs me so much. Imagine being a surgeon and cutting into a person. I couldn't handle it. I reckon if you're a surgeon, there's got to be some part of you that switches off during surgery. It's like, how can you go home with that? I don't know. Even people who are vets, I'm just like, wow, you gotta have some kind of... Ooh, I feel like this could probably stick to itself quite easily. Oh, I can't see. I really feel like I should be doing this in a mirror. Oh, you can kind of bend it a bit. See, that one doesn't need a little tick on the end. This is the main one I'm concerned about, to be honest. These others are just for funsies. This one, honestly, is almost invisible, which is, like, super cool. I'll do a video in probably a year, to be honest, about, like, every single little piece of scar care I've done, because people are already commenting on how light my scars look. And, I think it's just because I've done every single thing that anyone said might possibly help. Cool, so this is how much I have left over. So it was like this before, I think. Yeah. So I think I used probably maybe about half. I could do that side next time though and just not do the very edges here, and then I could get 1, 2, 3, 4 out of it. Actually, yeah, I think there's basically 2 months here, so... I mean, that's alright if you think about it. $80 for 2 months worth of scar care. 60 days, $80. 16 to 80, 1.25 a day for scar care. I feel better now. When I went in to buy this at the shop, I handed it to the lady and she scanned it and she goes, oh golly gosh, oh jeepers, that's quite expensive. Because it was $80, right? And like, it just looks like a box of Band-Aids or something. And you know, they like, when you work at a when you work at a pharmacy, not at the medicine end, but the other end, you don't know what everything is, you just scan them, right? It's like, oh golly gosh. And it was so crack up, because this chick must have been like in her mid-20s or something, like my age, right? She's like, oh, that's very expensive. And I said, oh yeah, well apparently it's reusable and you know, there's a couple of months worth, so it's okay. And she's like, oh, all right. Like, I think she was worried that I was gonna complain that it was too expensive or something. Anyway, so I'm putting this precious sticky gel business in its little case. In here, in here, in here. With the instructions, in case I forget how to clean it, and I might. Is it warm water and soap or something? And I'm gonna put some lube on my nipples, And then you don't touch the camera after lubing your nipples up. You go and wash your hands first. So hopefully this silicone... Oh, I didn't think about that. If you use silicone lube with silicone sex toys, it erodes the silicone. Well, using silicone lube and silicone gel patches erode the gel patches. Ooh. Ooh. I'm a bit worried now. Have I broken you, little gel patch? I don't know. Oh, fuck it. I suppose if it does, it'll just be the ends and then I can just trim them a bit. Yes. Didn't really think about that. This is me with my sticky things and the other sticky things. Even if the silicone doesn't erode the gel patches, I'm worried that it'll make them slip off. But I'll let you know how it goes.